The next, I'm going to speak about coordination, collaboration between the home caregiver, taking care of someone at home, and a healthcare provider. Of course, the ideal method recommended is through telephone, especially video call, so that the healthcare provider can see the patient, can see what is going on. If it's, let's say they were coughing up sputum that is look clear like saliva, and suddenly sputum is yellow, take a picture, because I don't think it's recommended to keep that sputum for a long time for infection reasons. Take a picture so they can see. Take a picture of how a patient looks like so you can be able to share. And again, remember that notebook that you are writing numbers, you're writing events. Write, for example, in the morning, the patient says she's feeling okay. Short notes, short records. I also teach not only nurses, I also teach those who have residential assisted living in the United States. I teach them how to manage their clients at home. So simple notes. Breakfast. The patient ate 60%, 50%, half, a quarter, 3/4, whatever is easier for you to describe. Or the patient didn't feel like a good appetite. So they can see day 1, day 2, day 3, how did they do? As you go out, you can have the notebook outside actually. You can find a way, the device that you're using, either keep it in the room or keep it outside, whichever way that works best for you, but record. So there should be a way of communication I was talking about. The healthcare provider will give instructions, what to do, when to call the hospital, when to call the doctor, if somebody gets sick, what's the right way for transportation to the hospital, and because based on where you are, based on your healthcare system. Some places it's easier to call 911. Some places they might tell you come in your own personal car and things like that. And another method is notifying the facility where the patient is going. So know the phone numbers of hospitals in your area where the patient you can easily take your loved one. Have the phone numbers. Know who to contact there. Exact department or the doctor. Now, when traveling with this patient, if you have to take them out of the house, you should wear a medical mask. The patient should have a medical mask on, and you, the driver, everybody should have a medical mask on. And let me say this. I've been in places where there's no supplies. If you don't have a medical mask, something is better than nothing. Allocate handkerchiefs, tie it around, okay? Put a rubber band if you have to, do what you can to protect yourself. You have to survive. And remember the glasses and the goggles. Okay, I've been in different places, in different settings, in rural areas, and there are just no supplies. You just have to make it, okay? And what is recommended here, avoid taking public transportation as possible. Avoid it. Ambulance should be the first choice, more than private car, okay? If a private vehicle has to be used or a taxi, have the windows open so that, you know, that ventilation should be available. And hand washing, hand hygiene, to stand or sit far away from others. This patient should not be close to people when they are traveling or when they sit there. It's not, I know it's not feeling good for the patient, but you also want to think about other people. And remember, cleaning of those areas in the bus or in the taxi or in the vehicle that's transporting the patient should be cleaned with soap and water and disinfected with diluted bleach solution. 1 part bleach, 9 parts water. That means if you are a driver of a taxi, you are a driver of a public transportation means, have that solution with you, maybe in a spray bottle with a paper towel that you can wipe and throw away appropriately. Don't just throw it on the street. Or have a plastic bag for trash. Okay, if you have a kitambaa, sorry, a cloth that you're using for that purpose, different cloth, we have to survive in our communities based on where you are. So what I'm saying is according to the person's situation, just simple things that we can do so we can survive through this disease. Again, thank you for listening. Communicate with your healthcare providers, and you know, have a list, as I was talking, what things you can prepare around your house. Talk to your family members, talk to everyone, even children that can understand. Talk to them so they know if one of them gets sick, this is what we're going to have to do. So they are not feeling like they are alienated. They don't feel, why mommy, why can't you stay with me? It's really tough and it's really rough. Okay, but we're going to go through this together if we inform ourselves, if we prepare, and if we know what to expect. So again, thank you. This is Felicia Bhoke Sims. I'm a nurse, I'm an educator, I am a healthcare provider, as in a registered nurse, and I'm a clinical instructor for students that are going to be nurses, and I love doing that. And I also through Jesus Reigns Restoration Ministry, we provide community service to people around the world in terms of healthcare, spiritual counseling through the Bible of Jesus, the Word of God, through faith in Jesus Christ, and through education, provide educational means for people to stay informed, be informed, remain informed, and through information that helps people empower themselves. So thank you for listening, and thank you, and share with other people so we can all stay informed, and we'll be providing updates as needed. Again, thank you and be blessed. You can follow us on Facebook, you can follow us on YouTube, and on our website, JesusReignsRestorationMinistry.org. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.